Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little bit since I did a video. I did the most dumbest thing. I had another video. I made two, and I had to edit them. And unfortunately, the second video, I accidentally deleted it. Because once I do my videos and I upload them, I usually delete them off my phone. And that's what I did. So I'm doing this one, and I'm going to edit it. So we're just going to get started. I'm going to use my Novo palette. This thing is gorgeous, if you see the glitter. Only thing is I did drop it on the floor, and this color right here, as you can see, kind of broke a little bit, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to go in with a shade. I'm trying to think because I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to put the color all over my lid. And I did it the other day with different colors, and I think it looked really, really well. But I'm still going to put something up here, but the whole lid, I'm going to... You'll see. All right, let's see. I want to be able to put something darker on the bottom. So I'm going to just go in with this shade here. No, I'm going to go in with a lighter color. I'm going to go in with that shade Tickle. Because I want a little color up there, but I don't want it too dark. Kind of almost like a transition color. But I'm just going right up in my crease. And I always go above it. And what really helps is if you look right into the mirror and then you put the color right a little bit above your crease if you have hooded eyes. Of course, if you have an awesome crease, you don't have to do that. You want to put the color in your crease. And I'm just trying to get a little darker. And I want it almost up to my brow, but I leave just a little bit of space. And I actually got to do this quickly. I don't know what it is lately, probably because I don't want to go to work. I'm always running late. I have a cat and 2 guinea pigs that I feed and make sure they have water in the morning. They're my little buddies. I love my piggies. It looks a little, not too bad. I don't want it too messy, but I'm just going to try to do this. I did it the other day, and it's a pretty quick. It's like 3 shades, and if you want to, you can always highlight the brow if you prefer. All right. Now, the next color I'm going to go in, I'm going to use a little bigger brush. This is actually a shader brush. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the color all over my lid, and it's gonna probably be a shade similar to this. So I'm gonna go in with the color right here. See this color right here? It almost matches. It's called Love Bite. Pack it on, and what I'm gonna do is I'm putting it all over my whole lid, but I'm packing it. I don't know if you guys can see this. I got my camera in a different spot today. And I'm putting it all over the lid. Not like a lighter color on the inner part of my eye, which I usually do. I tried this the other day, and see, you can still see a little bit about the color, but I don't want to put a dark color here and then a dark color here, because then you won't see the 2 shades, and you can just see it a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot of fallout on this palette. And I'm using this big brush because it just covers more area. And that's what I want. I want the color all over my lid. I tried this. This was something different, to do it a little quicker in the morning. I'll still do my cut crease, but this is a good way if you're running a little late, that you can do your makeup but do it really quickly. All right, now let's see, a little bit more. All right, I'm just trying to blend it into that other color. Now, I'm going to actually go back in with that other shade, Tickle, just because I want it to be seen, but I got to blend it into the darker shade. There we go. And sometimes when you put a shade on, if you blend it too much, just kind of blending both of those together. Definitely have to need my coffee. Now what I'm going to do is, I always use my fingers. So what I'm going to do is I want some shimmer. Okay, so they have a couple different shades like right here. And it's like a chunky. So I'm going to go in with that. It's called Excite. I'm not sure if I showed you this, guys. I just spray it with some setting spray. And if you do too much, just give it a few seconds so it dries. Because you don't want it too liquidy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use my finger. And it's light. See, it's kind of chunky. And I'm just going to dab it all over my lid. You guys know how I love my shimmer, anything glittery. And it's a chunky glitter. I don't usually use the chunky glitters, but I find that something like this, it's actually really pretty. It's just little dabs of color. Like, it's not like a solid shimmer, which is fine. And I just go over. I just keep patting it on. I don't know if you guys can see that. I go over the whole lid. See, you can see it, but it's not. I think it looks pretty. I love glitter, and today's Friday, so why not? All right, now what I need to do is I got to go underneath my lash line. And I don't want to use these colors because if I put the reddish or cranberry color under my eyes, it looks pretty. But it makes me look like somebody pointed out, and it kind of does. It makes me look like tired. And I don't want to look tired, even though I feel like tired. All right, so then I'm going to go in my Soft Glam 2. And this is a little fatter brush, but I'm going to go under my lash line like this. I want it kind of smoky, so I'm using a little bigger brush. You can use an eyebrow brush or whatever like a thinner brush you guys have seen me use. I just want it to be a little, like, smoked out. Tiny little brush, and I'm going to dip into that black eyeshadow. And it's in the shade Noir. And what I do is, because at my age, it's really hard. So I just I have to go out kind of sideways. And you can also add like setting spray to that. Just be careful you don't get it in your eye. And I just bring it out. I mean, it's not exactly the winged eyeliner that a lot of people do, but I have very hooded eyes. And I want to get close to the lid as I can get. And I want making it a little thicker. See? And then I bring that color underneath my eye up. And then I will clean that up. Yes, I just go sideways, see? It's not perfect, but I think it doesn't look bad. I'm getting the hang of it better. When I was younger, I used eyeliner all the time. The problem is, at my age, my eyelids aren't lifted anymore, if that makes sense. Like, I could have a perfect wing if I go like this, but it just doesn't, just doesn't work that way, but that's okay. And I actually have a date night tonight, so I think a little shimmer will look nice. Usually by the end of the day, I might have to touch it up when I get home, because it does fade by the end of the day. I definitely have to get some eye primer. All right. I gotta hurry up here. So I'm gonna take my concealer, and I'm just gonna clean up the edges a little bit. And I'm trying to make sure I don't go too, that both eyes look the same. I don't know why. I think one eye is different than the other. And I go up when I do the concealer, and very close to the the makeup in this little concealer. I might have ran out of this one. Not bad. I don't know why. I was thinking I need an eye lift. If I had the money, I can see why people get facelifts. I really can, because you get to an age like my neck's all crepey and stuff. But all right, I'm trying to use up all my samples. I actually have a little bit left in this, believe it or not. And I'm just, all right, I'm doing it ass backwards. Yeah, my Billy There eyelashes. Might have to try to buy a full size of this. Yeah, my Ipsy bag should be coming soon. Let's see. Oh, okay. Now, I'm going to go in with my Viva Las Cheeks. And there's a creamy shade right here. And I actually just use my fingers. And it's kind of like a beigey blush. And I really like it. It's a cream blush. So I put this on first. I know you can barely see it, but it's a nice cream. I think because I don't want my blush too dark. But then I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It's called Bright Pop, and this shade here is actually not really a blush. Kinda, I use it for a blush, but it's a nude base. And what I do afterwards, after I put the base on, I dab a little into the powder, Bright Pop, and I just very gently put it over where I just put the cream. And it kind of helps it last a little bit, I think. But I do it very lightly and use my fingers to blend it out. Because this is a really bright shade. I think it might be a little bright on me. So I like using this because it kind of tones it down a little bit. And I use very little because I don't want like a big pop of bright color on my face. And I'm gonna blend it. All right. It's a pretty shade of pink. All right. Now I'm trying to think what I want to do with my lips. I'm going to use this LA Girl matte. It's in the shade, what the heck is the shade? I'll have to put a description, which I haven't really been putting it, the shades I use, but this is a red shade. The lips is kind of a red shade, but yeah, I do things backwards sometimes. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, when you wear a color like this, it's a really good idea to use a lip liner, and sometimes I forget because at my age, the color will bleed up here on my upper lip. And using a lip liner does help the color stay without like going all over your face. And then I'm going to go in with this lip oil. I'll have to leave a description down below if I remember. Lately I've been not doing it, but this is a Lottie Oil Slick lip oil. And I love these lip oils. You can even use them by themselves. And that's what it does. It just kind of, and you wipe it off with a tissue before you put it back in the bottle. And I really like this lip oil. I like the color of the shade. I don't think it's too bad. I think it matches my shirt pretty well. Then I'm going to use my Creations Crescent Mango Setting Spray. Another product sometimes I forget to use, but it kind of helps set your makeup. All right. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.